Welcome to Adventures in Hip Hop Collecting. I am Julie, and I'm so excited to share a new stack that I have not shared on this channel. Now, these are not records that I recently picked up, but I have not shared them yet. So they were a random stack that I shared on my story on Instagram, and I was inspired to create a video because I have more subscribers than I ever thought I would have. And I appreciate every single one of you. So I'm hoping this video gives you some new content, new things to check out. So first off, we have Nostalgia Ultra by Frank Ocean. Excellent mixtape, came out at a time in my life where I really needed it. This is a bootleg, definitely a bootleg, but Strawberry Swing was so important to me, that song. It's one of those hauntingly beautiful songs. But like obviously Swim Good was a huge single that was actually on Channel Orange. It's just everything. There Will Be Tears is really intense, but the whole thing I love, and I'm very happy I have it. Then we have Run the Jewels 3. I really like this record. It's very hard not to like a Run the Jewels record. I have all of them, but this randomly came out. There's some great features on here that seem like they wouldn't fit in some ways, but they do. Also, a lot of people that we don't know, like Tundra, Adi, Bimpy, I don't know. But regardless, they work really well. You even got Trina on here for the track Panther Like a Panther. So I really liked it. It's on, I believe it's on gold vinyl. So, but their most recent one I adored. So here's actually the first one right here. Now this is not the original pressing, I don't believe, but it is a color vinyl. Just an amazing debut as a group that I really enjoyed. So again, really hard not to like their work. This is Raising Hell by Run DMC, my favorite Run DMC record. It is an original copy, which is very cool, but I know there's kind of different covers. I believe the other one is like a blue and green or something like that, but the cover I have is the green and I guess kind of pink purple one. So very cool to kind of have the original copy of this. Definitely my favorite Run DMC record. We got some Cardi B here, and there is no shame in my game because I love this record. It's one of those records you put on to just get really hyped to and just thoroughly enjoy, kind of like a guilty pleasure type situation. But I really enjoyed it. I like Cardi B, and I will say she probably shouldn't have won that Grammy. But maybe, I don't know, it just, it depends on how you see things. But I like the record a lot. So it's a bootleg, I believe. Is it a bootleg? No, it's actually it's a legitimate copy. So now this is Phife Dawg's LP Ventilation. And this is actually a sealed copy that I got at a record store in Chicago that I used to frequent a lot. I've moved to Florida, so here I am. You can see I have a tank top, so very short hair. But yeah, I mean, some people saw it as pretty solid. Some people didn't see it that way. But I really like it, and I love Phife, and RIP to Phife. I am actually looking to sell this, so if anyone is interested in a sealed mint copy of this, please hit me up because I am, trying to sell it. Next up, A Classic, Only Built for Cuban Links. Excellent record. Definitely my favorite Raekwon record, but I think I have one in here. Yeah, here. This is the second one, and it's really excellent. It is an excellent record. This is actually the purple vinyl, which is harder to find, I believe. And it was only 20 bucks at my Reckless Records record store, which I will miss desperately. But yeah, so both of these, I mean, really hard to go wrong. It was an excellent follow-up to a wonderful debut album, so I'm happy about that. Next, we got some Kid Cudi in the mix. Love me some Kid Cudi. Love this record. his debut. He made a lot of mixtapes, as a lot of you know, before this, and I believe Day and Night was on one of them. Obviously a huge single in this time, 2009. I believe it was 2009 when the single came out, but it might have been 2008. So I just, it's such a vibe to me. It's so perfect. And there's so many songs that were kind of the soundtrack to my life, which is funny of me to say that because track number two, one of my favorite songs is Soundtrack to My Life. So yeah, I picked this up a long time ago and I will always be happy I did. Here we go, Lords of the Underground. Here Come the Lords. Excellent, excellent album produced by Marley Marl. And, you know, it's co-produced by K-Def, which is actually a really underrated producer. But again, just classic, amazing record, great production, great rhymes, great tracks. It flows very effortlessly. So I really love that. That's the 180-gram audiophile vinyl pressing, whatever the fuck. Teflon Don by Rick Ross. I believe I actually showed this in one of my videos, but I'm gonna show it again. This is the Vinyl Me Please special edition. I have wanted this for a long time because this was a huge album to me. I was 19 when this came out, so definitely shows my age, but I was 19 and it was just, it really made me truly fall in love with the newer generation of hip hop because it came out in 2010 and I was just starting to really get into hip hop. And to have the Vinyl Me Please version, like I wanted a pressing so bad. I've wanted a pressing for a long time. So to have that is very, very nice. I don't know if I showed this. Let's see. This is Baker's Dozen. This is the last in an instrumental series. I believe it's the last one. And That Beats kind of put together Baker's Dozen series where they focused on one producer. So this is the final one, which, yeah, it is the final one, which includes so many great producers like Madlib, Pete Rock, Alchemist, Black Milk, Blockhead, Static Select. Like, it's just packed with great stuff. And it has a 24 by 24 poster. Now, I have not opened this. I am somewhat open to selling it, but I'm not sure yet. I have not played it, and I need to wait until I get speakers for my record player that I transported down here. So next up, can't go wrong, Wu-Tang Clan. You know, 36 Chambers. It's just, I think this is probably the most consistent hip hop album that I've heard. Consistent meaning every song is just perfect to me, and it continues on. Like RZA had is just such a great producer and is able to cohesively put things together, even though he's very he was very out there and abstract and kind of had these, you know, noise, you know, this very interesting sampling process. So love it, and it's very, very hard to go wrong with that record. And lastly, we have Logic. This is Logic's debut album. Now, this is kind of interesting. Logic put out a bunch of I think three or four three mixtapes. One was Young, Broke, and Infamous. I believe that was the first one that was like available. And then we had like Young Sinatra and then Sinatra Forever. And I was really into Logic then. And I actually tweeted him when he put out his second mixtape, and I got a response, which was really cool, because I'm a big fan, huge fan. But as later albums developed, I wasn't a fan. But regardless, I loved this record. This is my favorite of his work. Now, other people will disagree. Other people will say, well, this is the best record. How could you not know that? But I will say this is my personal taste, and it's most connected to his early mixtape days, which I loved. So, and that is it. That is all the time I have. Not really, but those are the ones that are in the stacks. I'm probably gonna do another one. I always say that shit, but I promise you I will. I'm going to do one right after this. So I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more from my collection, please let me know. Do you have a favorite record? Do you have thoughts about what I've said about the records? Please let me know. I'm open to anything. I love to interact with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon.